Monica?
All right, thanks, Bruce. Hey, have you volunteered your time for a charity lately, or are you unsure about how to get involved? Elizabeth Voudouris joins me now. She's the Executive Director of Business Volunteers Unlimited. Tell us about BVU. What do you do?
BVU is a nonprofit organization that was founded by leaders in the business community about 16 years ago to serve as a bridge between businesses and nonprofits. Jump forward to today. Right now we link about 156 businesses to over 800 nonprofit organizations. So we work with a large scope of nonprofits. And so with businesses, we help their employees to get involved as board members and as direct service volunteers, but also through our volunteer center. Anyone in the community who wants to volunteer can work with us to find meaningful volunteer opportunities.
Well, I know Northeast Ohio always comes through when there is a need, and we saw that over the weekend with Race for the Cure. More than 20,000 people came downtown. But in light of this economy, is it getting more difficult to find people to volunteer their time?
In light of this economy, I know that the needs in the nonprofit sector are growing, and nonprofits are working so much harder to meet the needs in our community, and it's so much more important for them to have access to volunteers. At the same time, we've seen the traffic at our volunteer center increase almost 200%. So I think people are seeing that there are needs and are looking for ways to get involved.
Well, President Obama obviously called for all Americans to get involved, and September 11th was the first day of service. How did it go?
The National Day of Service and Remembrance, we did a project here that was fabulous. We had 38 people leave their offices and come spend about a half a day with us. They were refurbishing and readapting toys that were then going to be distributed to children with disabilities.
Yeah, we're looking at the video here. So what exactly were they? So they were just rebuilding toys?
Rebuilding. They were actually putting special switches in the toys so that children with disabilities could play with the toys. And it doesn't look like it's maybe that complicated. It was actually pretty hard work to take the toy apart, get the new switch in, and put it back together. 53 toys were readapted, and I know the children who receive these toys are going to be delighted, but at the same time these volunteers had a really meaningful experience, so it's a win-win because the nonprofit and the kids benefit, but so do the volunteers.
Share some examples of how people get involved. Does it require a lot of time and money?
It absolutely varies depending on what you're interested in. We can get people involved for one-day projects if they want to sort donations of food, clothing, or medical supplies. They can volunteer once a week to tutor or mentor a child. There are hundreds of different ways that people can get involved, and certainly it doesn't need to cost any money. They can give of their time, or they can do fundraising for a nonprofit organization. But we can get people involved however they want to get involved.
What organizations are looking for volunteers now?
As I said, we work with over 800. I'm certain that they would all be looking for volunteers. We have lots of volunteer opportunities available right now for people. I think given events like we had last week with the National Day of Service and Remembrance, people have reached out to us and said, oh, I wish I'd gotten involved. And for people who are watching, every day is a great day to volunteer, and we can get people involved if it's short-term, if it's long-term, if it's, again, sorting donations, tutoring a child, interacting with a senior citizen, giving office support to a nonprofit organization. There are lots of ways for people to get involved in a meaningful way.
And you can donate a half an hour of your time, or, you know, a couple of days.
It depends, yeah. Yes, you could do a short-term project. You could do just one day and decide whether you like it or not, or you could sign up to say, I'm going to do something once a week. Or some people like to use their professional expertise and do a specific project for a nonprofit, and that's another great way for people to get involved, especially people in transition who are looking for jobs. They can do projects and learn more about the community, make more contacts, keep their skills fresh while they're looking for a new job.
Great idea. If people want to get in touch with you, where do they go?
They can go to our website, businessvolunteers.org, or they can call us at 216-736-7711, and again, we'll help anybody in the community to get involved.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you do. It's really important work.
Thanks
Straight
so much.
ahead this midday, can a canine hang 10? Why